Hello again. First of all, this is my first late night recording since revamping my channel, and also just since I've been back at home in general. And to be honest, I'm just working on a lot of videos right now for all of my channels, but I was bored tonight with editing, so I wanted to record this. And I know that the topic in the title seems weird for this channel, but the more that I thought about it, it isn't that different from videos such as these that I've made in the past. And also, that being said, since school ended, this has been probably the most interesting thing in the last couple of weeks that I can talk about. And I think this should be fairly short. So I'll just get into it. Maybe you can see this as advice if you want to try this yourself. But pretty much getting into it, about 2 weeks ago, I started using Instagram more than I did previously. Before that, I basically only used it to talk to people through messaging. I never really went through posts because it's usually some of the most awful shit you've ever seen. If you've ever been through Instagram Reels, you would know that. But I was bored, so I decided to start using it more. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take advice from this video that I made a long time ago and make sure that I interact with all the posts. And keep in mind, this was about 2 weeks ago. I had less than 50 followers on Instagram, and all of them, with the exception of maybe two or three, were people who I knew personally. But around this time, I noticed that one of my comments was getting a lot of likes from a couple weeks before that. And a few of the replies were complimenting my profile picture, which was this album cover by the band Operation Ivy. So I started thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try experimenting. And I decided to make this my bio. And I'm like, maybe this will work. Doubt it. But anyway, I went on, as you do, just scrolling through reels, and I would try to make sure to comment on as many as I would remember to. Once again, that way I wasn't just mindlessly scrolling. And eventually I had thought up of some absolute gems of comments, such as these right here. And I'm like, okay, well, this is getting a lot of traction. And a lot of the replies were related to my profile picture, but what I wasn't expecting was how much my follower count would actually go up. I thought maybe I would get a few if I was lucky, but I was getting multiple followers a day, and I even had people in my messages talking to me about music and stuff like that. And I thought that was pretty cool. It's a cool way to make friends. And once again, it's sort of that lesson that I was talking about in that one video, where if you interact with shit, even just on the internet, you have more opportunity to meet people. But of course, also with the newfound attention, I was getting DMs like this, but I don't give a shit. Anyway, if you want to know the actual results, within the past 2 to 3 weeks, my followers went from, as I said before, in the 40s to currently 117 as I'm recording this. And this was mostly just me trying to fuck around. I was not expecting that at all. But yeah, if you ever wanted a video about me that's more modern instead of just telling stories that have happened within the last year or so, here you go. But I don't know, maybe somebody listening wants to try to do the same thing. So I guess just comment on a lot of stuff and make your profile something that people would recognize. That obviously isn't how you would get followers on there efficiently. It would be by being an influential person and making posts that go viral. But yeah, I know that this was kind of a random topic for a video, but I was thinking about making this, and I decided that I would just record this now before I wake up tomorrow and realize how stupid of an idea it is. It probably won't be, the video won't be up until tomorrow, but I think I'll get it edited and start the uploading process while I'm still awake tonight. So yeah, maybe this video was never meant to see the light of day, but goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed it all the same.